Hi everyone, it's Ozzie here from the Wellness of Oz, and I'm here with Tracy Griffiths. Tracy Griffiths is amazing. You need to check out her website and see all the beautiful and amazing educational stuff that she offers. I mean, I never know where to end and start with what Tracy does. All I know is that whenever Tracy is at my school, my studio, or on one of my retreats, everyone just falls in love with her. Everyone feels so much more at peace, at calm, and receives the healing that they truly need. And in these times, especially, I found as a teacher, as a healer, that there's a lot of stress, trauma, mental issues going on, right? Mental health issues going on. And this is why I really wanted to connect with Tracy and bring her in once again to help all these people out there that are suffering right now. Don't suffer in silence. We're really here to support you in every way we can. So, Tracy will soon be coming to the studio in person to offer TRE. This is one of my favorite workshops with Tracy. TRE, trauma release exercises. This is something very close to my heart, and I don't want to make it sad. I don't want to bring the energy down, but I just want to show you how Tracy's TRE has helped me. I went through some dark times in the last few years, and my practice, my work really does help me in a huge way. Being a yoga teacher, being a healer, having these extra tools, really using those tools helps, but it's always great to have outside help as well, because you can't do everything as a healer. Healers need healing too, right? One of the areas that I needed help with was grief. A lot of people are going through grief also recently in the whole world, not just in the States, but globally, we're all going through some kind of grief or trauma or suffering. I lost some important people in my life. Tracy came in. It was really hard for me to deal with it. And these trauma release exercises did something magical to my body. It helped me bring this trauma to the surface and somehow release some of it. And I can't tell you how much these exercises really did help me. I believe in everything Tracy does, but sometimes when I work with healers, teachers, practitioners, I go in not skeptical, that's not the right word, but I always go in with an open heart. But a part of me sometimes says, you know what, I don't know if it's going to help because my trauma is a little bit too deep. But this is so simple, yet so effective. And it really did help me on a huge level. It helped me deal with this grief, and it helped me be a better version of myself and help me be able to help my students. So I'm going to pass you on to Tracy now so she can explain a little bit more about TRE, which is coming into the studio pretty soon. And this is why we did this, so you guys can learn a little bit more about it and hear from Tracy herself. Okay, so passing you on to Tracy.
Thank you, Ozzy. And I have a panting dog here, so you might hear her in the background. So thank you. I love being part of the Wellness of Oz and your mission to bring light workers, unite light workers from all over the world. And your space is just like it's like a magical vortex there. The first time I went into your studio, I was like, what is this place? And then it was like, oh, you could just feel the resonance of all of the practice in your space. So I'm honored to be here. I love everything that you do, Ozzy. And thank you for, helping me share this. So TRE, trauma release exercise. I add aroma to it. So we use essential oils in this practice called aroma TRE. And I'm going to show you guys a little video. But before I do, I just wanted to talk about the part of our brain that stores all of our emotional memory, all of our trauma, where the fight, flight, or freeze area is, the part of the brain called the limbic system. And the limbic system is where our sense of smell can help unleash or release different memories, good, bad, and the ugly. And when pairing that with this thing called TRE, trauma release exercise, it's like this perfect synergy of supporting that release. Like it's like a nervous system reboot. So what it is, and this is going to be a short little segment here. Trauma release exercise is 7 different exercises that are utilized to slightly fatigue and tire out the larger muscles of your body, the muscles that you would use if you had to run from danger. They also connect to the psoas muscle, which is a very interesting muscle. It's very intricate. It connects from the femur and it wraps around into actually the bottom of your ribs, T12. And so that psoas muscle is the muscle responsible for helping you catch your balance if you were going to fall. So we work with that psoas muscle and these larger muscles of the body, the quadriceps, the glutes, the calf muscles, and we slightly fatigue them. And then we lie on the floor and this thing happens. We start shaking and it's weird. It's strange. But if you can get your mind out of it and just have the experience, it's like magic for your nervous system to just let things go. It's a great practice for not only releasing trauma, but preventing the buildup of stress and tension that comes at us every day. We all know that. So I've been offering TRE, Aroma TRE, online for a while during the pandemic, and now finally we're back live again, so I can teach it in person, which is an amazing experience to be in a room with people who are all there for the same reason. You know, it's a place where people can come to let go and release and have a good laugh, maybe a good cry too. You never know. But it's definitely a held space that to me is a sacred place. So this work was created by Dr. David Berceli. I'm going to give you a little bit of history so you can understand this a little more. He was or is a master bodywork therapist and an anatomy / physiology geek. Like he loves physiology. And he's also a very kind man where he was a relief worker and he would go to war-torn countries or where there were natural disasters, and he would be giving bodywork sessions to people to help them, get through that trauma. And one day he was actually, I believe it was in Beirut, and there were bombs going off. He was in a bomb shelter and he had a family. He was with a family and he had 2 little kids on his lap. And the bombs were going off and everyone's just like hunkered down. And that psoas muscle, guess what? It also protects you. It's what you use to curl in for protection. So after the bombs ended, they ceased, he noticed that the adults were still holding the fear. And the little kids on his lap just started shaking. They just were just shaking. And he thought it was amazing that after they shook, they seemed more relaxed and almost at ease, where the adults were still gripped with fear. And so it got him thinking about this shaking mechanism. And we shake, sometimes you're nervous and you start shaking, or you're cold and you shake. Maybe you've come onto the scene of an accident and you see someone shaking. It's probably the best thing that they can be doing for their nervous system. It's a built-in mechanism to help us discharge the impact of stress or trauma. And so he went down the rabbit hole of understanding this mechanism, and he started studying not only human behavior, but animals. And I don't know if anyone out there has a dog and you've seen them maybe hear firecrackers going off and they start shaking and then it's like nothing happened. It's just like, oh, that's a mechanism that we have too, but somewhere down the line of our, um, DNA patterning of behavior, we humans have put this energy on shaking that it looks weird or it's weakness and you're just not supposed to do it. Couldn't be farther from the truth. So he developed these exercises that I'll teach you in class. They're super simple. It's not about like getting your head behind your leg or anything like that. It's very simple stuff. Anyone can do them. And I give modifications for people who need them. And after these 7 exercises, and we use essential oils to help anchor the process, people just shake. And afterwards, that's the thing. It's like, there's just so much calm and release and great sleep. So many great things happen from it. And then you'll have a tool that you can use all the time. So I hope that explains what it is. It's something to experience more than anything. Our class is coming up on November 14th. It's a Sunday from 1 to 3. And, there's limited space. We're not going to be packed to the max. Whatever the COVID precautions are for space, we will definitely honor. And I really look forward to bringing this to you. I've been using them to assist not only myself and my family, my clients, to unwind and release negative memories and things that haven't been so pleasant in our lives, and reconnect to another pathway of thinking and finding newer emotions that are more healthy. And so when we combine our sense of smell with this shaking, it's like we have a clean slate and we feel better and we can be with what's coming at us in a more grounded way. And they say you teach what you need to learn the most. So I'm a forever student of this stuff because we all need support and resource. So that's just a little bit of what we're in for. The class is about an hour and a half, and everyone will get the group experience. And then when we're in the shaking process, I come to each person and check in and make sure everyone's doing okay. And I just love sharing this. So if you want more, you can check out traumaprevention.com. That will tell you more about what TRE is and Dr. David Berceli's work. It's just fascinating, and I'm here to spread the word. So that's my message for everyone today. And if you have any questions or want to connect, you can find me through Ozzie.
Did you also want to add certain oils you may be using, or if anyone was interested in that?
Yeah. Well, I'll have all the oils we need for class. We'll be using a blend of frankincense, stress away, and lavender. It's a mixture that I put together, and that's for a memory release technique that we're going to take you through before. And then I use inner child and believe. Frankincense is my favorite. So I'll have everything for everyone. And if you want to get some after, we'll tell you how to do that as well. And we'll also send you a link. We'll add it to this email. If you want to pre-order, we can do that as well. So basically it's essential oils that are calming, that help you feel good, something that you enjoy, that's helpful. And we use florals and citrus oils, and then we use like woodsy resinous oils as well. So I'll have them for everybody in class for sure. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about you being there. I am in Florida, so I will be missing it for the first time. But I know there's so many people in LA right now that really need this. I'm still teaching virtually every day, and a lot of my students are in LA, and I'm seeing the struggle, and I really see that people really need this in their lives right now. People really need something to help them.
Yeah.
And just letting you all know, at first the shaking sounded a little odd to me too. I was like, am I really going to shake? but then I was shaking and it worked and it was pretty amazing, so it does work. Come with an open heart and just try it out, and I promise you it will help.
Yes.
Someone on a boat in the background, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But they're having fun.
Yeah,
That's what it's about.
Fun. Well, thank you so much, everyone, from the Wellness of Oz, and I look forward to seeing you on November 14th. And I look forward to being there live, and you'll be there in spirit, Ozzie.
Yes, and we do have limited space, just as Tracy told you. We want to keep you all feeling safe and protected. And so please go to the Mind Body app. And if you don't know what that is, you can go to the website, thewellnessofoz.com. And on the classes page, you can see our full schedule, and it's November 14th. And you can book directly from there and save your spot. So reserve your spot soon if this is something that you're interested in, just so you don't miss out. Okay? And reach out to me or Tracy as well if you have any more questions about this event coming up. Hope to see some beautiful faces there.
Yes.
My teachers will be there. Tracy will be there. And I hope to see some amazing people show up, and this will really help you. So have a beautiful, blessed day, everyone. From me to you. And Tracy, you have anything else to add before we say goodbye?
Thank you. Let's shake it. Let's shake it out and have some fun.
Yes, I'll be there in spirit.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye, everyone.